Welcome to RotoWire TV. I'm Heather Ankeny. He's Chris Liss, the expert, answering our fantasy football and baseball questions. You know, this is my first year playing fantasy baseball.
I know that, yeah.
Kind of getting the lay of the land and the feel of it. And I noticed that trading is one of the most exciting things in fantasy baseball. It's fun in fantasy football, but it is crazy in fantasy baseball. It's also really funny to see the war of the words that goes back and forth,
Right.
especially in my league. And I'm assuming that's sort of nationwide. I'm not the only league that has sparring happening, if you will. What do you think? What are some tips on making decent quality trades?
Well, there's a few things. This is my sort of chapter on trade etiquette, okay?
Yes,
And
exactly.
people have very bad manners with trades, in my opinion, and it makes it annoying. Yeah, trading is one of the most fun parts of fantasy sports. I want to get this player that I didn't get to draft, really exciting player, improve my team, change the whole complexion of my team. You know, I was strong at catcher and pitcher, and now, I've got the shortstop I wanted, and I need stolen bases. I can look at the categories and figure out what I need. This is great. Trading is exciting. You think you've made a profit on your trade. That's great. The negative is, people give you lowball, crappy offers. I've been accused of that myself, unjustly, by the way. It's always unjust. Not always unjust, but make a counteroffer, man. Don't bitch at me. Don't cry like a little baby because I didn't give you enough. Say, no, that's not enough. And another thing is, don't be so snarky. Like the stuff like, oh yeah, like what did that guy say that I offered to trade on your behalf? And he said, I don't think that helps my team at all.
I know.
Like,
do you think that my team knows that when they come back that they're actually halfway insulting you as well?
Right. I mean, no, but they don't. It's not personal, but it's just kind of like you can just say, oh, thanks for the offer, but honestly, I have enough steals. I'm more interested in this guy. But anyway, so I've gotten a lot of snark from these guys. These guys who've never offered me a trade in 3-4 years doing this league, in this Yahoo Experts League, are saying like, hey man, your offers are terrible. Like, okay, then offer me an offer for once. You're just so complacent, you're not willing to take a chance, You don't want to offer a low ball because the guy will get mad, but you don't want to offer a fair deal because he might accept it. So it's like you'll just never trade. There's guys who just never, ever trade, and you know who you are, okay? But a couple etiquette points that will help you have harmonious trades, and obviously it doesn't sound like I have harmonious trades, but I do. I have a lot of harmonious trade discussions. One, if you want a player from another team, if you need to get, move up in steals and you're targeting Michael Bourne or somebody like that, you need to make an offer. Don't say, hey, I'm interested in Michael Bourne. Take a look at my roster, see what you think. Why should the Michael Bourne waste his time researching your team when he's minding his own business and you're the one that wants something from him? If there is an offer to be made, make the offer, okay? If it's there to be made, you make the offer. Don't say, hey man, you make the first offer. Everyone wants the other person to make the first offer because the offer puts you at risk, right? The offer is an option, so one-way option. It's saying, you can take this or leave this. Once I put it out there, you hit accept, it's over. You've got the trade, right? So I'm, exposing my team to the possibility of having this trade. So if you're receiving an offer, no matter how crappy, it's an unqualified benefit. You want people to give you offers. You don't have to take them. It's an option you didn't have. One day you wake up and you have the waiver wire as your option. The next day you wake up, you have your waiver wire and this possible trade. You don't have to take it, okay? So realize that people are giving you a benefit. If it's a really crappy offer, say, hey, I'm going to need a lot more than that to move this guy, but I appreciate the offer. That's how you say it, okay? And if you
don't come back with the snarky, I think that's going to make my team worse.
Right. I mean, it's annoying. I got some really, really dog shit offers. There's no other way to put it in my home league, and I just want to tell the dude, like, no. If I'm offering you Ernesto Friere for Phil Hughes, that's a fair trade. Don't come back and offer me Phil Hughes for B.J. Upton. Just don't do that. But at the same time, he did make a counteroffer. There are worse people. There's people who just ignore the offer, and then you forget about it, so it's up there a week, and then like something could change. Like one of the guys could get hurt, and then he could just hit accept. So that's terrible. Don't let an offer lapse a week. If you don't want the offer, at least reject it quickly. Preferably reject it with a little explanation like, hey, thanks for the offer, but that doesn't really, I don't need wins right now, or I'm fine with the guys I have, or something. And then, thirdly, don't be snarky about it. Just be direct. Just say why you don't like the offer. If somebody keeps offering terrible offers persistently and won't leave you alone, or if you've explained it and he keeps ignoring you, okay, fine, you can be snarky then. But if you haven't said anything and just been rejecting them, don't be snarky. Make an explanation. Tell him what you would like.
So you make the offer, make a counteroffer, don't be snarky. Thank you. Chris Liss, the expert, RotoWire TV.